friends, for most job seekers, a good resume is what stands between a dream job and choice. Today we'll discuss how to get right resume. First of all, if you are a new member to our family, then please join our family to hit on subscribe button. Get your resume right and you will be getting replies from every other company you apply to. If your resume is weak, you will end up sitting around for weeks, maybe even months before you even get a single response. So you are probably wondering how you can write a resume that leads to HR managers inviting you to interviews daily. Well, you have come to the right place. In this video, we are going to teach you everything you need to know about how to make a resume. Now let's have a look. Here are the three most common resume formats are chronological, functional and combination. When deciding which resume format you should use, consider your professional history and the role you are applying for. Now, the first resume format was chronological resume. A chronological resume lists your work experience in reverse chronological order. Starting with your most recent position at the top, this is the most traditional resume format and for many years remained the most common. A chronological resume is a good choice for anyone whose employment history shows a consistent advancing career growth. A chronological resume format usually includes the following information in this order: contact information, objective or summary statement, relevant skills, professional experience, education, additional information. However, if you have multiple gaps in your employment history, you are looking to change careers or your work experience is heavily varied, you may want to consider a functional or a combination resume. So here our second resume format was the functional resume. Functional resume focus more on relevant skills than your work history. If you have one long gap or multiple employment gaps in your resume in the past 5 years, are a first time worker or a drastically changing career path, then consider a functional resume. A functional resume format usually includes the following information in this order: contact information, objective or summary statement, summary of relevant skills, work experience, educational, some additional information. In some cases, a functional resume might be too limiting. If you have some experience and few or no gaps in your employment history, a combination resume might be the right choice. So here are the third resume format, which was combination resume. A combination resume is a blend of the chronological and functional resume types. This resume format allows you to emphasize both your work experience and the relevant skills. A combination resume may be the best for you if you are making a slight career transition or if you have a diverse employment history where relevancy to the role you are applying for may not be immediately clear. A combination resume format usually includes the following information in this order: contact information, objective or summary statement, summary of most relevant skills, work experience and education. The combination resume is a more flexible format, so you should list either your skills or your work experience first, depending on which you consider more important for the role. Now we can see how to write a resume step by step. First, pick the right resume format and the layout. Second, mention your personal details and contact information. Third, use a resume summary or objective. Fourth, list your work experience and achievement. Fifth, mention your top soft and hard skills. Sixth is optional. Include your additional resume sections like language, hobbies, etc. Last is the most important, which was the tailor your information for the job ad. Now we can see some resume basics. First, the 1 page in length. You should only go for 2 pages if you really believe that it will add some significant value. HR manager in big firms get around 1000 plus resumes per month. They are not going to spend their valuable time reading your life history. So make sure to create a resume for 1 page in length. Second, clear section headings. Third, ample white space especially around the margins. Fourth, easy to read font. And the fifth, pick the right resume font size. Sixth, as a rule of thumb, save your resume as a PDF. Word is a popular alternative, but it has a good chance of messing up your resume formatting. So make sure to save the resume in PDF format. Now we can move on for the resume summary or objective. A resume summary is a 2 or 3 sentence summary of your career. You should use a resume summary in basically any situation unless you are a recent university graduate or switching careers. In that case, you use a resume objective. More on that later. In your resume summary, you need to mention your job and work experience, like customer support representative with 5 plus years of experience in the IT industry, or first or second top achievement or core responsibilities, for example, specialized in technical support, customer care and user retention. Third was this desired goal, generally passion for working at a specific company, for example, looking for new opportunity as a support lead. Now, how to list work experience in a resume? The standard format for your work experience is job title and position. Your job titles goes on top of each work experience entry. When the HR manager scans your resume, you want them to know at a glance that you have relevant work experience for the job. Next is the company name, location in the description. Then you mention the name of the relevant employer as well as the location of the office you work. In some cases, you may also want to briefly describe the company if the organization is not a famous household name. Next was the achievements and responsibilities. This is the core of each work experience entry. Depending on your field, you want to list either your achievements or responsibilities. Next was the dates employed. The time frame of your employment in each company. Not sure about the exact dates you work somewhere? Don't worry, you don't have to accurate by the day as long as it's close. The standard format expected by recruiters and employers is MMYYYY. This is especially important when your job application will be passed by applicant tracking system. Now we can see how to list education on your resume. The next section we are going to cover is your education. Let's start with the basic, how to format the education section, what to mention there. Then we'll move on to 2 tips and tricks that will help you stand out. Firstly, how to mention. We can mention by first program name, university name, years attended and GPA is the optional. Emphasis your know-how with the skill section. Another must-have section is in your resume is the skills section. Here you want to mention all your know-how makes you the perfect candidate for the job. There are 2 types of skills you can include when writing on your resume. First was the hard skills, measuring abilities. This can be anything from coding in Python to knowing how to cook Thai cuisine. And next was the soft skill, was the personal skills. There are some mix of social skills, communication skills, personal traits, career attributes and so on. Leadership, critical thinking, management and communication, just to name a few. Next was the language, and then you can write in the resume was the hobbies and interest. The next was the certification and awards. You can also mention the certification and awards in your resume? Whichever the case is, as long as it's relevant for the position you are applying for, feel free to add it in your resume. Last but the most important was the tailor your resume to the job. Did you know that over 70% of resumes submitted to job boards are never read? Yep, applicant tracking system keep your resume from being read by HR, and ATS is software that helps companies filter through hundreds of resumes they receive per day. So you are probably wondering what's the point of perfecting your resume if a robot can just say no and single-handedly destroy all the efforts you put in? Well, don't worry, getting past the application tracking system is not hard as long as you know how to do it. The key here is to tailor your resume to each job you apply. To do this, you need to mention the right keywords from the job ad in your resume. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please hit on like button and share this video with your friends, and also subscribe our channel and hit on bell icon to get notified for more relevant videos related to interview questions.